Come here, you little rat. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And goodbye. Alright, what is up? I am making a video because I have seen a lot of talk about this Glacial Augment build, and I think it's really awesome. I think it's great for people that can't land skill shots like myself, and I apologize in advance for the very gold gameplay. I just went on vacation for a week, just got back, and I'm even worse than normal. But anyways, the Glacial Augment build, it focuses on just really slowing the crap out of everybody you come across, and I think it really works for Lux well, and I haven't heard her talked about in basically any videos. Nobody seems to really consider her for this build, but because Lux has two pretty important skill shots, her Q, her light binding, and her ultimate, those are very necessary to hit when you're playing Lux. So I think that it's great to do this build, and so I've tested it out for a couple games, and I really enjoy it. It's very zoning. Like in the late game you can really zone. Early game, even before you have the items, the slow is great for ganks, especially if there's a jungler that doesn't have a lot of hard CC. So yeah, like in the mid lane, it's so short, you gotta get in and just like kill them. So the slow from your auto attack is enough to really get somebody in place for your light binding or the jungler CC, or just to chase them down. For the exact runes that I take, I've been taking the inspiration tree obviously for the Glacial Augment, including the magical footwear. That's going to allow you to get those boots. You want to get your Twin Shadow as soon as possible, but also you need those boots so you can really start to roam, because you can start to make plays with the Twin Shadow. And if you get those boots, especially if you get a couple kills early, you'll get the boots early. I'm finding that it's a great option to take. Also the biscuits, for a little bit of that mana and sustain in lane. I do find that you could take Time Warp Tonic as well, but I really like the Cosmic Insight because it's going to give you cooldown on everything, including your active items. And since we build 2 active items in this build, I just think it's like the greatest choices in that tree. So if you want more damage, then you can take the Domination tree. I took Cheap Shot and Ravenous Hunter, but you could definitely take, if you want just that constant mana to spam your skills, push lane, all that kind of stuff, you could go and take Manifold Band and Scorch if you want. But if you want that damage, which I think is pretty important on Lux, because you want to get those kills with the laser so you can get that reset on the cooldown. So that's pretty much what I'm taking for runes, and it's working pretty well so far. Okay, so I had to throw this in here. You're going to see in about 2 seconds that I use all my abilities while she ults, like a true bronze player, but this is one of the trolliest kills I've ever gotten. Just take a look at this. I'm just auto, and she's gone. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, anyways, back to Glacial Augment talk. So this build is truly good for initiating, zoning, you name it. Like it's so multi-purpose, and that's why I think it's so strong in competitive play right now. But even in low elo, I think that any tools that you have to really add to your kit or to maximize what you can do for your team, you have to take it. So I mean, yes, solo queue is damage oriented and getting solo kills, and that's how you snowball and win games, but I think that if you have a lot of damage dealers on your team and you can provide that utility, I think that is really worthwhile, and you know, you can snowball those carries any day. I mean, obviously it's fun to get kills for yourself, and with this build I truly haven't felt like I've lacked in damage, especially because you get those first couple items so quick. Once you have Twin Shadows and the Hex Tech, if you immediately go into Death Cap and Void, I truly don't think you're going to lack on that damage, especially if you can get a pick on a squishy. Like, it's game over, and yeah, it's just, I'm really enjoying this build, and I'm just really wondering why people aren't considering Lux as much as they should be with this. Like, I don't know, I think it's pretty OP, because, you know, if you set up well for Baron and you use your Twin Shadows, catch somebody off guard and blast them with your laser, or you know, even slow the whole team and do a bunch of damage to their laser, get them low, like they can't really contest Baron, or your team can just engage really, really quickly and polish off a couple of them and then do Baron. Like, I feel like it's so strong. So I'm just wondering if people just forget about Lux because she's not one of like the S tier or A tier all the time. But I don't know. I think if you're in a lower elo bracket, I would abuse the hell out of Lux because I think she can be really, really good in this new build path. Okay, so watch here. We're setting up for Baron, and you can see I use my Hex Tech and slowed her down, bursted her down. She's on you with my ult, but then I immediately use Twin Shadows to chase her down again and then land the combo. So once you get those two items, there's just so much utility and so many slows that even with her Zonyaing my ult, I still had enough damage to, you know, burst her with the rest of my abilities. So truly don't underestimate the Glacial Augment Lux. I think it's a really great build. Like, here I go again. You're going to see me kind of catch two of them with my ultimate, zone them out for Baron, and then we're able to take Baron. I know that's not high level, like a pro would, you know, have actually got the kill. But yeah, I feel like it's just really, really strong, and yeah, I don't know. I'm in love with this. I am wondering if Riot's eventually going to nerf the slow length from the active items, because I believe it's 5 seconds, which is a really long time to be slowed, and it's so satisfying for the chase, but I think that eventually they're going to probably nerf it down, as they always do for anything that's really fun and seemingly broken, and they'll probably make it like 3.5 or 4 seconds, so maybe it won't be as good eventually, but for now it's really great. And I think that just even for picking people off, like stopping recalls, like here you're gonna see that this bot lane's gonna recall, and I just send out the Twin Shadows, and immediately they have to kind of react, land the skill shots, and boom, they're gone. So even as a Lux who's not really like a, you know, Evelyn or Kha'Zix that's diving people under turret one-on-one with a bunch of damage, you can still just find people and pick them off, which is really helpful, because if you catch someone off guard, that could be a Baron or a tower or a dragon. And yeah, so I'm going to experiment more with this build. Let me know in the comments if you like this build. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you would be so kind. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.